Oh dear. So now we've got Councillor Giovanna Simpson and Mayor Teeny Brumby have both blocked my emails. Well, they're scared of words. Lucky they didn't burn themselves with cooking oil. They'd be down to the bone. They don't have much skin. Look, if that bothers you and you have to block emails rather than deal with the issue, go away. Get someone in the job that's got the courage to stand up to the powers above instead of just rolling over for Shadow Mayor Steve Collins. Giving him $17.3 million of taxpayers' money for his CBD that he owns. Not much of Bernie he doesn't own. Don't really. $17.3 million, another $17.3 million for the Bernie CBD. It's the Steve Con slush fund. Let's not get shit twisted, flip it upside down and reverse it and turn it into a fucking pumpkin and then think it's a carriage. Anyhow. So, I responded to a letter in the paper. Spike in shoplifting violence prompts call for court-ordered bans law with a lowercase l. Some people will get that. So I've put my little response under there. Of course I have. Why? Because this is something I really know some shit about. And I've sent it to Felix Ellis, the Minister for Police, to pass on to the Governor-General, because this is on the Governor-General. Now, it's in the Advocate newspaper, so my cunning linguistics have come into play. Allow me to play devil's advocate. Pun fully intentional. As someone who used to be a Replenishment Team Manager, day and night field, Replenishment Team being the technical term, and someone who has battled addiction, I have a little insight into this and just might go against the grain. I remember when Woollies got their first self-serve employment thieves, self-serve registers, and warned the girls up front that these things will eventually take their career starter employment opportunities away for good. Fun factoid, Woolworths, Coles, Dan Murphy's, Dick Smith's, Bunnings, Target, Big W, Walmart, etc. are old Walton Family Monopsonies connected to the Larry Fink Blackrock. Now, I digress. With the slow mission creep of disappearing employment opportunities for low-skilled adult and school leavers, idle hands and lack of purpose and self-worth have created a rather large devil's workshop for those idle hands, compounded by quantitative easing. That's printing worthless money for economic stimulus, causing runaway inflation and shrinkflation. You'd either have to be a crayon eater to not know this would be the outcome, or an evil genius with a villain plot. Especially when drugs and crime go hand in hand in a non-empathetic society of pathetically apathetic, greedy narcissists. Yeah, I love me pea-synthetics. No, not pea-synthetics. When learning to drive a nail, do you hit your thumb with a hammer and blame Bunnings for selling you the hammer? This is what you voted for, and this is the society you created in your acquiescent absent-mindedness and lack of self-responsibility to community and your children. By handing over your responsibilities to the state, you have thrown the baby out with the bathwater and now want to use the magistrates as your own personal whipping boy. I bear my cross, and I'm not afraid to speak powder truth. As I think you can tell by all my videos, there ain't nothing you don't know about me. No dirt to dig. I've already thrown it all up there for you to look at. I don't care. You know how liberating it is? I don't have any skeletons in my closet. None. Ask me anything. Anything. You can't think of anything to ask me because I've already told it all. There's nothing left to tell. I have close to 300 videos on this channel. If you go back through them, you will find over the time I have bared every cross. I have let every skeleton bone out of my closet. It's called repentance, by the way. I feel liberated. I'm unashamed. How about you? Thanks, Phil Robertson. I like that one. Phil Robertson. The Duck Commander. Well, at the end of the day, right, okay, look. You want to whinge and bitch and moan about the state of your community and you don't want to do anything to improve it when you're the one that let it get this way. Well, you voted for this. I have the argument every election on why I don't vote. And they're trying to find me money and stuff. Fine, do your worst. Do your worst. Anything you take from me is theft. Simple as that. Why? I've got no victims. I've got nothing but good reasons for doing what I do. What do you got? What do you got? You've got nothing. All you can do is make up lies. That's all you've got. It's the only thing you've got going for you is lies. I'm not talking to, those who know. Just know, you know? Candace Owens. It's all he's got. It's all you can bring is lies. The truth is the truth, and it doesn't cease being the truth if you can convince someone of your lie, because eventually your lie falls apart. Trust me, I know. Lies can't hold up forever. They just don't. But the truth always finds its way to the surface. The truth always outs the lie. Always. And I'll say this. That's about all he's got, isn't it? I'm blocking. I'm scared of his words. Why, are you scared of the truth or something? Are you scared of being told that, like publicly, or even you can't even read a private email telling you how I'm disgusted in you for parading a bunch of gender dysphoric affected people around in a council meeting trying to normalise their psychological disorder just so that you can capture that group of people for votes? You're a sick individual. You're a grub. You're an absolute grub. It's not on them, it's on you. You need to go and have a good hard bloody look at yourself. Using them as an argument point. And trying to cause division in our community with an argument point over transgenderism. Giovanna Simpson and Teeny Brumby allowing that to happen as the town's mayor in our council chambers. They're not your council chambers, they're ours. But that's why I was banned. I called Giovanna Simpson what she is, a filthy grub. You don't have to be that, and then I won't call you that. I'm a forever recovering addict. So? Can you make a claim that that you've walked through hell and come out the other side and didn't catch fire? I say, if you're going through hell, keep going. Don't set up camp there. Well. I come out the other side. I seem to have left some of you people behind. And you look down your noses at me. That's rich. Doesn't hold much value though.